whenever the Union Finance Minister presents the budget in the Parliament, there is only one point on which almost every working individual, or specifically if I say, then all the salaried individual keeps looking at and wants to know, and that is about the change in the tax regime. Hello and welcome to the In Focus series section of Drishti IAS. I am Aisha Singh, and in today's video we will be discussing about the old tax regime and the new tax regime, and what is the difference between them, or which one should people go for. So first let us look at the timeline. First we'll be looking at the news, then what was the budget announcement in the present year budget about the tax regime, and then should you go for new tax regime or stay with the old tax regime, and what is the difference between both. Then tax outgo under people who earn around rupees 10 lakh and 15 lakh. In the end, a prelims MCQ. This topic is of relevance from General Studies paper 3, that is economy. Very important, both from prelims and mains perspective, because many a times it has been seen that if there is something very major change which takes place in the tax regime or in the economic scenario of India, and that has been asked in past years. So let us look at the news, and this says, should you go for the new tax regime? Important word here is new tax regime. So if the word new is coming, it means something old is already existing and there has been some change in it, and that is why it is called new tax regime. So we'll be looking at that, what is this new tax regime. So what has happened is, in the month of February, the budget which was presented by the Union Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman, they talked about a change in the tax slabs. So earlier in the old tax regime there was 7 tax slabs, and in the new tax regime which has been proposed by the Union Finance Minister, there are 6 tax regimes. And this topic is coming into relevance at present because the financial year has started from 1st of April, and all the changes which was proposed will be coming into the picture. So the budget announcements coming into force in the new financial year beginning 1st of April. So what all was proposed in the budget now will be coming. Now the implementation part would be getting into the picture, would be getting into effect. Then time for salaried individuals to choose between the old tax regime and the new tax regime. So earlier there was old tax regime before this budget, but now a new tax regime has been proposed, and the salaried individuals have to choose between the old and the new tax regime, that which one they want to go for according to the salary they are getting. Then which was made more attractive in the February budget, and employees are required to inform their employers if they want to stay with the old tax regime or switch to the new tax regime. So what has happened in the budget was that a tax rebate limit was increased from rupees 7 lakh per year from the earlier rupees 5 lakh. So earlier the limit was rupees 5 lakh, till which no one has to pay any tax, or the people who were earning till the amount of rupees 5 lakh, they do not have to pay any kind of tax. And now this limit of rupees 5 lakh has been increased to rupees 7 lakh. It means all the people who are earning till 7 lakh rupees will be getting exemption from tax, and people with a taxable income of up to rupees 7 lakh are not required to pay any kind of tax. So it means this is a good information or a very good news for people who were earning till, or their salary is till rupees 7 lakh per year. Then benefit of standard deduction of rupees 50,000 to taxpayers under the new tax regime, as this was already present in the old tax regime also. So this deduction of rupees 50,000 has retained itself. Then tax slabs were reduced from 7 to 6. Important point that in the old tax regime the tax slabs were 7, but now it has been switched to 6. And 25% tax rate applicable to income falling between rupees 12.5 lakh to rupees 15 lakh till last year, now it has been removed. So as of earlier there were 7 slabs and now there are 6. So one slab has been removed, and this has been between rupees 12.5 lakh to rupees 15 lakh. Now annual taxable income of over rupees 5 crore. So these are the people who are earning the highest amount or highest income in our country, the 5 crore plus individuals. Then the tax surcharge has been reduced to 25% from 37%. So in the new tax regime, this has been a good news for the high income or the high earning individuals who are earning more than rupees 5 crores. So the surcharge, which was earlier 37%, now has been reduced to 25%. So this is a good news for people who are earning above rupees 5 crores. And now reduce the effective rate of income tax for this group from 42.7% to 39%. This is also for people with income more than 5 crores. So in total, their complete rate of income tax, which was earlier 42.7%, now has been reduced to 39%. It means the new tax regime is good for high earning individuals. And the finance minister has said in budget that each salaried person with an income of 15.5 lakh or more will stand to benefit by rupees 52,500. And this I will tell you that how it will take place. I'll just be showing you few of the charts. So look at this chart. This says income tax slabs. So this is the current one, which is the new tax regime, and this is the previous one, the old tax regime. So there is zero in the older one, 0 to 5 lakh individuals do not have to pay any kind of tax, and in the new tax regime, if you will say 0 to 3 lakh nil, and 3 to 6 lakh it is 5%. But this 5% can come back because of the deductions that you will show. So till the amount 7 lakh there would be no tax for the people who are earning till 7 lakh. And then individuals with 6 to 9 lakh, 10% is there. Then 9 to 12 lakh, 15% slab. 12 to 15 lakh, there is 20%, and 15 lakh plus, there is 30%. So if you will be seeing that almost every slab has changed, but people who are earning 15 lakh plus, both the old tax regime and the new tax regime is having 30% of tax for the individuals earning 15 lakh plus. So it means the people who are earning 15 lakh plus amount or income, the tax in both the old tax regime and the new tax regime is almost same. While the people who are earning between, in the new tax regime it is 12 to 15 lakh, it is 20%, while in the old tax regime 12.5 to 15 lakh is 30%. So it means in the new tax regime, the people earning between 12 to 15 lakh, they have benefited, because earlier it was, the tax was 30%, but now the tax is 20%. So this is how the people would be in the different slabs or the different income groups will be benefiting. And the income group of 15 lakh plus have to pay the same amount of tax, that is 30%. Now should you go for new tax regime or stay with the old tax regime? This is what the question is in almost every salaried individual's mind. So what is it is, so see, the people who are earning till the income of 7 lakh, it becomes very obvious that you have to go with the new tax regime, because you do not have to pay any kind of tax. So those with taxable income of up to rupees 7 lakh, the choice is very obvious of shifting to the new tax regime, as they won't have to pay any kind of tax with it. And for others earning more than 7 lakh rupees, they have to choose, depending on the deductions, how much deductions they will be able to show. Depending on them, they have to choose that which tax regime they have to follow. So there are no clear answers for others. It depends on the tax slab one falls into and the deductions one can claim. So if you are able to claim all the deductions, then only you see that which tax regime would be beneficial for you. Like what the analysts are saying around the country, they are saying that individuals with gross taxable income of up to rupees 10 lakh and claiming all the deductions will benefit the most from the old regime. So they are saying, the analysts around the country is saying that the people who are earning up to, not 10 lakh, up to 10 lakh, up to 10 lakh, the analysts and the economists are saying that the old tax regime would be beneficial for them as compared to the new tax regime. Okay, see, this is a chart. I hope you people will be able to see it nicely. Then this is about tax outgo under the two plans. First is 10 lakh and second is 15 lakh. So first let us talk about people who are earning up to. I'm again repeating, the important word here is up to, not 10 lakh, up to 10 lakh. So first let us talk about people who are earning up to rupees 10 lakh. So see, this is new tax regime and this is old tax regime. So if a person who's earning around rupees 10 lakh, in the new tax regime, the person has to pay a tax of around rupees 62,400. This is what is the tax under the new tax regime that a person earning around 10 lakh rupees would have to pay. But in the old tax regime, if the person is able to show all the deductions, and the deduction limit is around 4.75 lakh and is able to show all the deductions. Deductions would be like health insurance of the person or the parents' health insurance, then home loan can be there, then NPS, PPS, PPF, and all the deductions if the person is able to show and the amount reaches 4.75 lakh, then under the old tax regime, the person has to pay a tax of rupees 18,200. This is where the person would be able to get the maximum benefit if he or she is able to show the maximum deductions and can claim all the deductions. Then the person has to pay a tax of rupees 18,200, and this is where majority of the difference is lying. That if the till the amount 10 lakh under new tax regime, the tax is 62,400. But if the person is able to show all the deductions and the deduction amount would be 4.75 lakh, then the person has to pay 18,200. And what are these deductions? These deductions can be housing loan, then this can be NPS, PPF, then this can be investments under 80C form or the health insurance. And under the old tax regime, if the person is not able to show all the deductions and is able to show deduction till 3 lakh rupees, then the person has to pay a tax of 54,600. So in both the cases, in the old tax regime, the person is paying less tax as compared to the new tax regime. See, the new tax regime is in total 62,400, while in old tax regime, deductions till 4.75 lakh, person has to pay 18,200. This would be very good. But if the person is able to show deduction only till 3 lakh, then the person has to pay 54,600 tax. But both the old tax regime benefits is more than the new tax regime. This was till 10 lakh rupees income. Now coming on to the people who are earning around 15 lakh rupees. The income is around 15 lakh rupees. Then for these kind of people, under the new tax regime, the person has to pay a tax of 1,56,000 in total under the new tax regime. And what is the income? The income is around 15 lakh. But in the old tax regime, if the person is able to show the maximum deduction and claim maximum deduction of 4.75 lakh rupees, then the person has to pay the tax of 1,24,800. So there is a difference if the person is able to claim all the deductions. But if the person is able to claim deduction of only rupees or only till rupees 3 lakh, then the taxable amount becomes 1,79,400. So here is what you have to be very careful about. In the 10 lakh bracket or in the 10 lakh income, the new tax regime, the person has to pay more tax. But in the 15 lakh income, under the new tax regime, it was 1,56,000, the tax which one has to pay. But the same bracket in the old tax regime, if the person is able to show all the deductions, that is 4.75 lakh, then the taxable amount is less, that is 1,24,000. But if the person is not able to show all the deductions and is able to show all deductions only till 3 lakh rupees, so between the old tax regime and the new tax regime, a person who is earning around 15 lakh has to be very careful while choosing between the new tax regime and the old tax regime. While the income above 15 lakh, as I showed you in the chart earlier, because in the new tax regime and the old tax regime, there is only one bracket which remains same, that is 15 lakh income, that is both have 30% of tax. So for them, both the new tax regime and the old tax regime remains same. So the income above 15 lakh, both new tax regime and old tax regime are same, as both attract same tax, that is 30%. Now, so see, this becomes, because everything depends on how much deduction one can claim, because these deductions in the end is what is going to reduce your taxable amount and the tax which you will be paying. And that is why it is said that one needs to consult a good financial advisor, so that you will be able to save maximum through legal proceedings and through legal measures. And that is why many a times, to save more number of tax and the more number of tax, people try to adopt some wrong practices and then get indulged in wrong practices. So by reading things properly and by understanding what would be best for the salaried individual, you need to know the difference between the new tax regime and the old tax regime and how deductions needs to be claimed. Now it's time for the prelims MCQ. So you people need to tell me the answer in the comment section, and this says, consider the following statements. Individuals with income up to 7 lakh do not have to pay any tax in old tax regime. Then second is, individuals with income above 5 crores have to pay 25% surcharge in new tax regime. You have to tell about the correct statements, and the codes are 1 only, 2 only, both 1 and 2, neither 1 nor 2. I think you will be able to solve this one. So try to do it, and that's all for today. Thank you so much for watching. Till we meet next time, keep reading and keep writing.